Hello, hello, and welcome back into the kitchen. I'm Wendy, your kitchen chaos coordinator. So glad you could make it in tonight. What's for dinner tonight is Smash Burger Bowls. So when everyone's in the mood for a hamburger, we drum up this recipe, and I can't wait to share it with you with the special sauce and that you drizzle over the top. But first of all, we have to get those French fries, which are the base, into the oven and get them cooking. And then we will come back and we'll make the special sauce, and then we'll start with the smash burger. So go grab your spoon and your chair, come back in. I can't wait to hear all about your day. I'll tell you what I've been up to, and we will get smash burger bowls up and running. All right, go grab your chair. So while the oven's heating up and we're getting ready for our fries, what is it that you need on hand to make smash burgers? Well, you're gonna need hamburger, and for this one we're not going to go as low fat as we normally do. This is an 80-20. And then you're also going to use lettuce and tomato and dill pickle, and you're going to shred your lettuce, which I already buy mine shredded. You'll dice your tomato and you'll dice your dill pickle parts. And then for the special sauce you need ketchup, mayo, mustard, and relish. It's going to be so good. Cannot wait to put that together. And you can or cannot, it's your choice on whether you want to use cheese. We just usually do a shredded cheese and let folks put it on top if they want to. And you can or cannot do some sauteed onions as well. Our family, just hubby and I tonight, not going to do any sauteed onions, but you could certainly add sauteed onions to this. So let's get these French fries in the oven, and then we'll come back and we'll start dicing up all our stuff and getting it ready, okay? All right, I've got this adorable little tray that I love to use just to put all the little condiments in. So let's get started with that. We'll put the lettuce, then we'll dice our tomato and dice our dill pickles up while the oven is heating up here. And like I said, you can add cheese if you want to put some cheese on your burgers. Perfectly fine. Add the cheese. You can either do shredded, or when we're cooking it, which I'll show you in a minute, when you're cooking your smash burger, when you flip them over, you can put the cheese on top there. Yes. Let's do tomato next. All right, so we want diced tomato. Wendy, why do you always go from the bottom? I don't know. I just always have. It's something I have always done. Thank you everyone for all of your good thoughts and wishes for our sweet buddy. I'll put some pictures up. He's definitely on the mend. Today I was busy making the truffles and the mice and some Christmas cookies for the neighbors, and so I haven't been able to get sunsets lately. So you'll be getting some pictures of our trek out this weekend. We went to the local zoo. They were having the Asian Light Festival. What a cool thing to do, to have the zoo open at night and all of these beautiful lights. And of course the grandbaby had a fit. It was so much fun. So many lights, so many things to look at. And they had bubble stations set up everywhere. So she was like, we should catch the bubbles and then giggle. All right, I think we've got enough dill pickle here for our bowls. Probably more than enough. I'll be putting some in. I will definitely be using a container to store this later, because I can tell you, I just made too much, but that's okay. It's fine. All right, let's get those French fries in. So the French fries are in. They got 10 minutes, and then we'll flip them. So let's make our smash sauce. Saucy sauce extraordinaire. We need mayo, relish, yellow mustard, and ketchup. Half a cup of mayo. Where is my half a cup? Ruh-roh. Let me go find it. Must be in the dishwasher. Ta-da! Whoops. You guys, I talked about these in my 10 best kitchen gadgets if you're starting out new with a kitchen or just for a refresh. Like, oh, what do I need? What's out there? These are amazing. This is for dry. This is for liquid. Measurements are the same on both sides depending on which way you're going. But my favorite part is, like, if you're putting mayonnaise or whatever in here, and just push up the bottom. And I will put that in. Although I'm thinking probably I might double that recipe. I might just double that recipe because we will have leftovers and this will be good just to have extra. Okay, so half a cup, 2 tablespoons ketchup, a tablespoon mustard, and a tablespoon of that relish. Works, right? Okay, 2 tablespoons of ketchup. Measurements are optional, but just guidelines. 1 tablespoon mustard. Oh, I got the yellow sauce. Mustard companies need to do better, don't you think? Yeah, it's kind of gross. Okay, now let's reverse that order because I want to make a double batch. So, perfect. All right, now this looks pretty gnarly. What's the current word for that? Not skibbity. What's the current word for gnarly? I'm giving away my age here. It says just stir this up. Because then we're going to drizzle it over our bowls when they're done. Okay, all of our sides are now ready. We are waiting on our base. Once we flip those fries and get the last 10 minutes going, I'll come back and we'll start doing our actual smashing. So the beauty of the smash burger is that it's thin, right? This is not a thick, like going to the steakhouse kind of burger. This is a thin, crispy almost kind of burger. So we've got a pound of 80/20. I should be able to make at least 6 golf ball size hunks of meat out of this. So I've opened it up and I'm just going to go cut it in thirds and then cut it down. Didn't you always wonder how your mom got it perfect or your dad got it perfect at the grill? I'm just going to roll these up, golf ball size. Or big meatball. Oh, this pan is heating up. And then the other secret to a smash burger is you want them cooked in butter. So as this pan heats up, we're going to put some butter in there. And then, of course, there's no smash burger without smashing. Oh, you look smashing, darling. Without smashing your smash burger, right? And you don't want your pan so hot. This is going to take a minute. So don't be thinking, you're just going to fry these up real quick. Give it some patience. Let the process, trust the process, they say. Trust the process. Okay, so I got 6. Let me go wash my hands because we want to be able to put our, McCormick's on there. I think our pan is heating up. Now, I go 1 to 6, and then there's high, and below 1 is simmer. So we are on 4. As you can see, just putting a little sprinkling, and then I'll turn them all over and get that other side. So much easier than having 4 different jars out. Ooh, that one's going to be really salty. Apologies. There we go. We'll get him off of there. Okay, so salted and peppered and garlic powder and onion powder on all sides. Or just McCormick's sprinkled. Easy peasy. Let's get some butter going in here. And I actually think I am going to turn my heat down because it feels pretty warm. So I'm going from a 4 to a 3. There you go. And then you're going to need the smashy part of the smash burger, right? You need a solid. If you get the one with the holes in the back, you're just going to make a weird smash. All right, we ready? Smash we go! You want them thin. You want to get it thin, thin, thin. So don't be afraid. Smash, smash, smash. And like I said, trust the process. This is not going to be a fast fry, and you don't want it to be a fast fry. You want those edges to be crispy, golden, buttery. I mean, we are going to chop these into chunks to put in our bowl as we're making our bowl, but you still want crispy chunks coming at you. So you see that? Golf ball size to 2 heads of my spatula here. These are going to sit for about 3 minutes, and then we're going to flip them to the other side. When we flip them, that's when you would add the cheese if you wanted to add cheese. All right, we are ready to flip over. You can see the brown is starting to come pretty much through the meat. Come up over the top. Let's get us some crispiness. Oh yeah. All right, this side should only take about 2 minutes. And then I have, where did I put it? I have a plate that I will put these on. Where did I put that plate? Plate. And we'll just set these aside and then we'll do the other 3. You can tell this hamburger has a little bit more fat in it than what we normally use. All right, let's do it again. Here we go. Smash. This is the part where we do, I just turned it down a little bit more. So now we're down on 2. Okay, let's let these cook up on this side for 3 minutes and then we'll come back and turn them over for the other 2. All right, let's call it. Let's flip them. I have memories of my mom doing that to the hamburger. And steaming up all that noise. I'm excited. I didn't say this was a healthy meal, right? Not healthy, but fast and fun when the crowd wants hamburgers and you don't have to stand outside in line to get them. Come over to Ma's house. Come on to Ma's house. We're gonna have some smash burger. All right, I would say that our burgers are just about done. Let's get them plated up. Maybe at the table. We'll see you there. But in order to make the bowl, you don't want whole fries. So you're gonna have to spend some time just making them more bite-sized pieces. It might be easier with a pizza cutter. Basically, I'm just snapping them in half like peas because you just want bites of French fry. You don't want a great big old French fry when you're making your bowl. Perfect. Then you want to do the same thing with your hamburger because you're not making like a hamburger to place on top. You want the chunks of hamburger. So same thing. Going to make bite-sized chunks of hamburger here. And that's again why we were saying you really want that crispy edge. Take the time. Don't worry about it. It's almost like having a brownie where every bite needs to have that little bit of crunch. What's your favorite bowl to put together? Other bowls we like to do are chicken bowls, and we love to do baked potato bar. So one day I'll make baked potato bar for us. That will be fun. Okay, so here we've got our French fries, our hamburger, and then here it is, all of our sides. And we will put this all together so people can just go down the line, make their plate. Let me get my bowl and we'll build it together. All right, so basically what happens is you've got lettuce, tomato, pickle, hamburger, fries. Always start with, if you're trying to go a little bit healthier, don't put the fries at the bottom, just do your lettuce at the bottom, make it a true bowl. And the other hint that I'll have for you is if you do put fries in, put the secret sauce on top, okay? Because fries on top, fries with that secret sauce, it's delicious. We had so much fun together tonight making smash burgers. You got to see me Hulk smash and all the goodness, and here I am digging into my bowl of smash goodness. French fries at the bottom, lettuce, tomato, all the good stuff, and that lovely, thin, crispy burger. So good, so good. Guess what? Because you are liking and subscribing and sharing, we are now at 175 friends at this table. Holy moly, we're going to have to open a banquet hall, which would be thrilling. Can you imagine? All of those people will have so much fun, all the conversations. So thank you for thank you for the subscribe, thank you for sharing and telling your friends to subscribe. Subscribe does nothing but tell YouTube you like this content and you want to see more of it, and I love that. So I think we're going to make our goal of 200. When we make that goal of 200, how about we do a live cooking? Let's do a live cook. We'll all cook together, and I'll have hubby help me with the computer so he can read the messages while I'm cooking. How's that? Oh, that would be so much fun. Okay, stay tuned for a Zen moment. It will be from the Asian Light Festival again. Since the sunsets have been kind of, there's nothing there this week. But the Asian Light Festival was amazing. If you have one in your city, I highly recommend you go. And anyway, bon appetit, my friends, and we will see you next time. Bye.